Welcome to Book Fairies First Look. I am your host, Micki Bare. Today, I am thrilled to be chatting with A.L. Glennon. She has a Master of Arts degree from the Communication, Culture, and Technology program at Georgetown University. She lives with her family in North Carolina, where she teaches high school English, and she is the author of the YA novels Wait for It and Hungry. Welcome, Angela.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So before I begin the interview, let me give our viewers a little bit of information about Hungry. Suli Bingle is a mess. In the wake of her grandmother's passing, ugly images appear on the pages of Suli's sketchbook. She's trying to hold on to her other loved ones in an extremely bizarre way, and the hot ballet boy she's crushing on doesn't like her back. When she and her best friend Cam find a way to honor Grandma Nell's memory and fulfill her highly unusual last wishes, Suli finds herself opening up to new possibilities and joining her friends in making plans for the future. So, Angela, I love the unique yet relatable story that you wove within Hungry. Can you expand on the introduction and tell me what, in a nutshell, is Hungry about?
Sure. Hunger is about a young woman who experiences a profound loss right at that moment in life, senior year of high school, where all her peers are making plans to move on for the future. And she's kind of stuck with this grief, this unexpected grief. And it's about her walk through that grief and the people around her who kind of help her get to the other side.
That is so beautiful, actually. I mean, it's heart-wrenching, yet beautiful. So the book is set in Charlotte, North Carolina. Is there a reason you chose that setting?
Well, you don't come across that many books set in Charlotte. At least I don't, just casually as a reader. Some of the bigger cities get all the glory, but it's such a unique place, really. I've lived here for about 17 and a half years now. We have these suburban residential areas that are just minutes away from the city center. The city center itself is architecturally so interesting. There are skyscrapers and fountains. It's beautiful. We have this flourishing art scene. We have Lake Norman nearby. It just seemed like the perfect backdrop for this novel. This novel has some artistic people in it. There's a flourishing arts community here. So maybe in a way, the book is a little bit of a love letter to my adopted hometown of Charlotte and
Oh,
its
I love that.
environment.
That's beautiful. So there's a little bit of dance. You're talking about the artistic part. There's a little bit of dance in the book. Is there a reason behind that specifically?
I grew up dancing from the time I was a preschool aged child till almost all the way through high school. I spent most of my youth in the studio. I was a competition dancer and I performed in our local productions. I was very, very into ballet. That was my favorite. Um, I spent the better part of my youth at that ballet bar, working so hard to achieve this perfect thing that's completely unachievable. I never had so much talent. I worked really hard, but I wasn't super gifted. So maybe there's a little bit of wish fulfillment there. My characters are super talented and they get to have that experience.
Wow. And we write what we know and what we're passionate about. And that is so great to be able to put that in there as well. So what do you do when you're not writing?
Well, when I'm not writing, I read and I edit. But also, I'm an English teacher, a high school English teacher here in the Charlotte area. That takes a lot of my time. I have three boys who keep me very, very busy. And occasionally, I'll even sneak in a dance class here and there. Even as an adult, ballet is still something I'm passionate about. I've taken classes in every city I've lived in, and I have a ballet bar in my garage. So during seasons of life where I'm too busy to enjoy my hobby, I can follow a video ballet class or even do just a quick bar workout.
Oh, I love that. So that is a very busy schedule. How do you fit the novel writing, editing, marketing, all of that into that demanding schedule?
Yeah, I really don't sleep that much. Um, there's nights and weekends for writing. I kind of squeeze it in where I can. A lot of my writing happens in my head, maybe as I'm driving people to and
Mhm.
from different activities, or just at the end of the day, on my way home from work, or even just when I'm winding down at night. A lot of the stories will kind of write themselves in my head, and I just wait till I get that golden opportunity to sit down and put some things on paper.
So, it's kind of along that same vein. What advice do you have for aspiring writers?
Especially for young people that are hoping to do this, hoping to reach this goal of writing their first novel, really just don't be afraid to sit down and put those words on the page. I tell this to my students, and I feel like something that holds us all back, even adults, is just being afraid of starting, being afraid of saying that this is your dream, that you want to do this. Once it's out there, you're stuck with it, you've got to do it. Don't be afraid to call yourself a writer and sit down and put the words on the page. And then once you have that draft, don't give up. Go through the process, edit, find supportive people, and just never give up. Always be trying to get better, always be trying to get to that next level.
I love that. That's actually very pertinent because you really can't give up. There's so many ups and downs with writing. And yeah, if you feel it and you're passionate about it, just that never give up is the perfect advice. So how can readers, librarians, parents, teachers, others stay in contact and up to date with you?
Well, I have a website, alglennon.com. That's pretty basic, has my contact information, any news, books, anything you might want to know about me, you could find there. I also am on Facebook as A.L. Glennon, also there. And on Instagram, I'm at A.L. Glennon Author.
Perfect. So do you have any new projects in the works coming up in the future?
I'm always writing or rewriting something. I never really take a break from that. So I have stacks of manuscripts. I'm not sure what exactly is next, but I really do hope that another A.L. Glennon novel will make its way into the world soon. I'm not going to stop writing them, so I really hope that someone else gets to read them.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. And I love that passion and that drive. You are so right about the just keep writing. It just sounds wonderful. And I'm sure there will be many, many more to come. So thank you so much for joining me today, Angela. And again, congratulations on the release of Hungry. And we're looking forward to all the wonderful things that you have coming up in the future.
Thank you. Thank you so much for chatting with me today.